Hey, how you guys doing? Before I start this video, I want to acknowledge the passing of two great people. The first one being Dr. Laila Africa, who made his transition to the ancestral realm. Him and Dr. Sabi both actually helped me on my path to rekindle something that I had inside of me the whole time, which is getting into herbs again from my grandmother and mother's side. She was into herbs and rubbing and all that type of stuff. But the passing of Dr. Africa is definitely something that really hard for a lot of people to take, especially with this pandemic upon us. Some of us would have liked to hear what he had to actually say about it. But if you know the doc, you know exactly what he would have said any which way. I'm not gonna go into that now. But yeah, it was very hard when I found out about his passing. My condolences to his family and his friends and his wife, of course. Another great mind, a great man, a father, gone a little bit too soon. The other person I want to acknowledge his transition to the ancestral realm as well is none other than our brother, our dear brother, Grandmaster Amun K. Ra. I first saw the brother on Dinus Amir's YouTube channel, and from there I was kind of hooked on what the brother had to say because he gave you the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not, it was an unadulterated truth about modern Africa. And when I heard about his passing, I was devastated as well because, like, man, I haven't heard from the brother in a while. I frequent his YouTube channel every once in a while. I say, oh, man, the brother hasn't made a video in a while. And looking back at some of his videos now, I can see he did look a little sick. But time is so precious, boy. It is unpredictable. But another great mind, a great man, a grandmaster, and a father as well. Gone a bit too soon. Your time on this earth is precious. Make it count. Rest in power, brothers. Rest in power.
Now, it's not going to be a long video at all. I just want to clear up some stuff because a lot of people said they couldn't see the images and so forth. When I made this video, it wasn't the video before talking about, showing you the images, the news clippings and all that stuff. It wasn't for you to watch it on your smartphone. You got to watch it on your smart TV or your computer or your laptop or your tablet. Your tablet should be okay to see everything else while I was trying to point out to you. Coronavirus, turn around. But as if it's just one. What strand of the coronavirus are you talking about? So they have to name it COVID-19 so you know the difference. Because remember 2003, 17 years ago? SARS, S-A-R-S. That stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome. Okay, that was back in 2003. But did you know SARS is also a coronavirus? Yes, it is. In their nameology has SARS, CoV. Yeah, I'm not naming this stuff. It's they are the ones naming it. So that too is a coronavirus. But you're not paying attention. You just say, well, coronavirus. You repeat what the media said. I'm really disappointed in some of you because some of you supposedly knowledgeable, enlightened, and yet you parrot exactly what the media tell you to parrot. You parrot it word for word. I'm like, these people really aren't as bright as they say they are. Or they think they are. You repeat the very same thing they say. Now we have the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus infection called MERS. MERS-CoV infection. Let me guess, what does that attack? Respiratory infection. Are you kind of connecting the dots now? That was first discovered, they say, back in 2012, 8 years ago. So SARS came about 2003. MERS came around 2012, and it's still around that, by the way. Here it is. Here is a type of coronavirus. Here it is. MERS-CoV is a type of coronavirus similar to the one that caused SARS, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome. So another coronavirus. So stop repeating what you hear. Coronavirus. Which strand are you talking about? Stop being a parrot and start thinking. It's no conspiracy theories. Just think. It's right in front of your face. But for some reason, the people who supposedly so knowledgeable, I'm coming to find out, aren't that damn bright to begin with. Oh, they're very charismatic. They can speak well, make you laugh, engage the audience. But I'm just listening like, what are you saying? You're repeating the same thing. This new coronavirus is COVID-19. Call it what it is. Stop saying coronavirus, because it means there's a lot of different ones out there. But I also want to show you it's been around for a minute. Now, I'm personally getting over a bronchial infection, and if getting this new COVID-19 is anything like that or worse, let me tell you, that bronchial infection had me down from, I got it Thursday night. All weekend forward, it been raining, and I neglected myself and been working hard. And of course, you know, the harder you work, something you work too hard, you actually bring your immune system down. And it got me right at 11 o'clock Thursday night. Man, that thing hit my lungs. I woke straight up, wheezing and coughing, and man, actually just mainly wheezing. I mean, it felt like something was suffocating the hell out of me, man. My lungs felt hot, if you know what I mean. It felt hot. I was wheezing in, wheezing out. Scared as hell. Okay? Scared as hell, attacking my lungs. But what I used to get over that, well, first of all, my wife went and bought me a respiratory, inhaler. And then I used some black seed oil, which I'm going to take a picture of all the stuff I use and I'm put it in the video so you can see what I'm talking about. And I drink a lot of hot liquids. Because I found a video, actually one of my cousins posted it in a family chat, and I'm going to play it for you right now as soon as I can find it. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to find it so you can hear what the young lady's saying. And I mean, I was doing everything she was saying except for one thing. And I said, man, it's a good thing she posted that, man, because let me tell you, I couldn't walk and talk. It was suffocating my lungs that much, and I went to work the Friday morning. Man, I was in bad shape, man, bad shape. To the point where, man, I was laying over, man, just in excruciating pain. So getting COVID-19 is like that or worse. Man, I can only imagine. God help us all, man, because that's extreme pain. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the recording. Here it is right here. So hopefully it's be loud enough for you to hear it. Give me 1 second, guys.
Hi, guys. Just wanted to pass on this information. It was sent to me by a colleague who has a friend that works at Dr. Negrin, which is the main hospital on our island. It's obviously in Spanish, so I'm just going to read it and translate it for you. This is what it says. The Chinese now understand the behavior of the COVID-19 virus thanks to autopsies that they have carried out. This virus is characterized by obstructing respiratory pathways with thick mucus that solidifies and blocks the airways and lungs. So they have discovered that in order to be able to apply a medicine, you have to open and unblock these airways so that the treatment can be used to take effect. However, all of this takes a number of days. Their recommendations for what you can do to safeguard yourself are: number 1, drink lots of hot liquids, coffee, soups, teas, warm water. In addition, take a sip of warm water every 20 minutes because this keeps your mouth moist and washes any of the virus that's entered your mouth into your stomach, where the gastric juices will neutralize it before it can get to the lungs. Number 2, gargle with an antiseptic in warm water like vinegar or salt or lemon every day if possible. Number 3, the virus attaches itself to hair and clothes. Any detergent or soap kills it, but you must take a bath or a shower when you get in from the street. Avoid sitting down anywhere and go straight to the bathroom or shower. If you cannot wash your clothes daily, hang them in direct sunlight, which also neutralizes the virus. Number 4, wash metallic surfaces very carefully because the virus can remain viable on these for up to 9 days. Take note and be vigilant about touching handrails and door handles, etc. I guess within your own house as well, you can make sure that you are keeping those clean and wiping them down regularly. Number 5, don't smoke. Number 6, wash your hands every 20 minutes using any soap that foams. Do this for 20 seconds and wash your hands thoroughly. Number 7, eat fruits and vegetables. Try to elevate your zinc levels, not just your vitamin C levels. Number 8, animals do not spread the virus to people. This is person-to-person transmission. Number 9, try to avoid getting the common flu. I guess because this...
Now, I know some people out there say, well, now's the time you could start planting. Well, if you're going to start right now, you're going to be in a problem because when you're going to harvest those crops, because I got a whole bunch of seeds there. Those of y'all know, I mean, I do some planting myself, but I mean, I have my seeds. I start farming a bit early. Well, I got some tomatoes in my hand right here. You can have, I mean, I should have shown you a video, but I don't feel like harassing with the camera today. Roma tomatoes from Burpee. It says it takes 76 days from time you plant the seed to harvest. Now, that's a little over 2 months. Do you have the kind of time to wait for tomatoes? If you look at the shards are saying somewhere between 70 days or 60-something days. Do you have that kind of time to sit and wait for a crop? You really don't. You should have been planting. I mean, it's a good effort, but you kind of come in, you know, after this pandemic's already taking place to start wanting to do these things, which, you know, kind of suspicious as to why this pandemic didn't come when it was hot. Well, I already know the answer to that, because if it came when it was hot, it wouldn't last because the heat would burn it up. Anyway, nevertheless, I'm just looking at everything for what it is. Some people saying, you know, just go on the farm. That's one way to do things, you know. I guess in their mind they're doing something better than doing nothing. I get it. But that's not going to have too much effect. Like I said, unless you plan to somehow speed them up so they can grow faster, you have to still find a way to eat in the meantime while you're waiting for your crops. And how many crops are you going to plant that you can actually eat? And how much of that stuff you're going to actually keep? Because, I mean, if you're farming and everybody's around you not farming and they start seeing you harvesting, well, I'm pretty sure some of your neighbors might start helping themselves to some of your products, some of your crops. And some of your other neighbors who are the rodents, you know, the rabbits, you know, the deers or wherever else you might have in your area are going to help themselves as well to your crops also, because they just see food. So, I mean, you got to put a lot of stuff in place. You just can't go out and just start planting seeds, you know. And yeah, it's something to do, but in the grand scheme of things, man, you got to think it out. These are things you should have been doing, not just start now in the panic. It's a bit late for that. I applaud you for wanting to do something, but it's a bit late. Again, it's going to take time for those crops to come to maturity. What are you going to do in the meantime? You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, though, but you really have to think and focus and kind of get away from a lot of people who are wasting time with ridiculous concepts and ridiculous ideologies. Because part of me is laughing inside, like I always say, you know, if something breaks out, all the people have that mindset, you know, down with the European, you know, I can't wait to see America fall. I'll be wondering to myself, oh, you can't wait to see America fall, but where are you living now? Aren't you living in America? If the answer to that question is yes, then you're kind of foolish. It's like being on a ship and saying you can't wait till the ship sinks. Like, well, because you don't like some of the people on the ship. But bro, you're still on the ship, right? Yeah. So why you want to see the ship sink if you're still on the ship? What do you plan to do? I'm just saying, I mean, I don't think when people say things, they think it through. They just speak. So I can guarantee with 100% accuracy, all those people who spout that type of rhetoric, you know, that type of, hey, well, down with the European, I can't stand these people, I can guarantee you They are some of the same ones in the stores, in the Walmarts, in the Targets, in the Krogers, in the Alberts, in the Publix, the Safeways, the Central Market, HEB, or whatever you have in your area, the Winkos, Winn-Dixies, whatever you have. I can guarantee you with a 100% accuracy, they are in those lines buying water, buying alcohol, buying toilet paper, whatever else they need to get from those same people. So how does it make you look? I mean, you espouse all that foolish rhetoric to still have to turn on to the same people you say you don't like for stuff you need to survive. Ain't that a bit funny? Ain't that a bit odd? And then we have the other people who want to create their own nation, in a different country, which I'm all for that. But and they will tell you they don't care what happens in America while they're still living in America. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? You see, this type of crisis kind of puts things in focus for some people. At least it should. In times of crisis, in emergencies, you need to hear from sound people who have sound logic. Because we all in this thing together, whether you like it or not. Like I keep saying, we all humans, regardless of your race, we're in it together. COVID-19, if you want to believe it's a hoax, whatever, that's up to you. But we're all in it together. And COVID-19 will attack everyone together, regardless of your race, regardless of your ideology, your social economic standing. It'll attack you the same. That's why I keep saying we are in this together. The more you stay looking at each other, you completely negate what's important. It's like the masses. We always focus on the frivolous and completely ignore what's important. The 1% run this whole planet, and we never stop to think, how do they maintain their control over the 99%? That's insane. Could you imagine just 1% of lions running the whole savannah against all the other animals? It wouldn't work unless it has some kind of control mechanism in there. You see, we control ourselves and wonder why the controllers have the control. When you think about it, the 1% versus the 99%, that's a hell of a odds. Yet, we're still controlled by the 1%. Every plan they come out and lay it out on the table and they do it, and we just run around like chickens without a head, not focusing. Because I always say, in these kind of times especially, you have to do your best to remove your emotions. If you do not do that, you're not going to be able to see clearly, because you're in a state of either euphoria, not for this time, of course, or fear, which is more applicable for this time. Fear. If everybody getting, quarantine. Listen, last time I checked, they say it's like pneumonia-like symptoms, So if that's the case, last I checked on the CDC website, cancer and heart disease still kill far more people than pneumonia does. Far more people. Just a side note. Just thought I would throw it in there also. So try to control your emotions. I know it's easier said than done, but you really have to try your best to see what's happening. There's no conspiracies. I'm not trying to entertain a government conspiracy to kill. No, I'm not going down that road. No. You connect the dots for yourself, see what's going on. Try your best to remain calm. Focus on your family, which is good now. You got time to reflect on your family and your life and the direction you want to take your life in. Because I said at the start of this video, the human time is short. Make your time in this earth count. Really make your time in this earth count. Because some people will just spend their time talking about people, doxing people. That's what they do. Make over 800 videos over one person. Like, to me, that's way too much time invested. But hey, that's what you want to do with your time. Go for it. I got better things to do with my time. Well, I thank you guys for listening. Take care of yourself and your family, and do your best to remain calm in this time of crisis. Transcended Sage, signing off.